After I graduated, I followed the normal routine of looking for a job in a multinational company. Worked for 3-4 years, and then it was somehow not gelling with me. I wanted to do something different, and then started this business of. It was naive. I did not really have a business plan, did not have any money, but wanted to make a difference, and just started off one fine day. I am Vineet. I am the founder director of Ace Automation Engineers. My team and I, we specialize in helping manufacturing industries optimize their power consumption, improve their efficiency, and we help them increase their profits. And we've demonstrated this over and over again many times in the last 30 years. Postgraduate engineer from BITS Pilani. After I graduated, I followed the normal routine of looking for a job in a multinational company. Worked for 3-4 years, and then it was somehow not gelling with me. I wanted to do something different, and then started this business of. It was naive. I did not really have a business plan, did not have any money, but wanted to make a difference, and just started off one fine day. And now, 30 years hence, I have, I keep a record. I have visited 1,583 factories across industries: cement, sugar, paper, hydropower. Our specialization is in two fields. One is air-cooled oil cooling, and second is industrial hydraulics. We are good at is one, understanding the customer's pain point. What is it? It's not always about money. Maybe he's challenged with a delivery situation. Maybe he has a technical problem. Of course, every business, the end point is generating profits. But so our strength is in getting in, understand what his pain point is, designing a good solution for it, then making sure that those solutions that we have designed are completed on time and with good quality, and then it's implemented so that the clients, the main problem goes away. We are presently catering to the entire country, and we have 3 distributors. Apart from that, we have a distributor in Dubai, but within this year, I want to add on at least 10 distribution points in India and 3 or 4 internationally. Triveni Engineering is one customer which we've had for 28 years. Knorr-Bremse is a German company in Palwal. They're into railway equipment, and we are one of their prime suppliers. Apart from that, Digvijay Cement, Tata Chemicals, and many other companies where we've demonstrated our skills. I've been working for the last 34 years. So what I have learned, what I've observed, I have visited 1,530 factories over the last 34 years. And they've been across industries. They've been like cement, sugar, paper, hydropower plants. And I saw and I observed that a lot of money is just going waste. It's not... things are not running the way they should and in an optimized manner. And the funny thing is that many times the CEOs and the CFOs aren't even aware of them. So what I would like to do is reach out to them, be able to reach out to them and tell them those simple tweaks which can kind of improve their profitability or increase their production levels or cut down their energy costs. So let's take an example of a cement industry. Right? In the cement industry, 35% of the cost is energy. Right? So, the international standard for the amount of energy consumed to produce 1 ton of cement is 75 units. In India, it is 95 to 110, some places even more than that. So that gives you a scope of about 18.9% on the least, improvement scope of 18.9% on the least, and 30% or more in some companies. Now, if we can reduce that with like I said, with simple tweaks, I can improve the efficiency by at least 10%, which would result in a cost reduction of 2.9%. Can you imagine on a national level if we are able to produce cement at a cost of 2.9% less? And eventually the consumer is going to benefit. Having certifications is one aspect of the whole situation. So we are ISO 9001, ISO 14001, ISO 45001. But the point is to empower your people, your team, to define their systems and then follow them. So that's what I think is most important, because once you have talked to them and they have come and agreed on a system that we as a company need to follow, then compliance is easy. Everybody does it willingly. You don't have to kind of enforce it. So that's I think is what our strength is. In terms of development, all breakdowns and complaints that come from either from the customer or our own service engineers bring in the complaint, we have a defined system, and those case studies are looked into by me personally, so that I ensure that those problems are never repeated. Make in India, I am absolutely for that movement. The products that we made, air-cooled oil coolers, we were the first company to make them here. The other competition is all international companies, either the European or American companies. We've kind of produced 51,000 plus oil coolers till now. So it's definitely a place that we can do a lot more on that front. I see a lack of two things. One, I already talked about, technicians. We don't have enough technicians or the right kind of technicians. And second, we do lack a lot in infrastructure. See, as a country, how does manufacturing happen? It's not the engineer. He will design it. It's not the financier. He will finance a project. Or some guy will think of a project, but how does actually manufacturing take place? It is the technician who does it. So we need technicians in this country here. We have a lot of diploma colleges, but the product that is coming out is they're not ready to to start delivering in the industry. So what you need is a good apprentice program. Some apprentice programs are there, but they're difficult to implement. And if I wanted to hire some apprentice, it's not easy. I have to register, do a lot of things. It should be easy to hire apprentices. They will get trained and they will lead India into a good manufacturing country. Without technicians, it's not going to happen. By nature, I am organized, and I wanted my company to be like that. And when I traveled abroad, I saw the stark difference between how industries or factories are run here and how they're, So I kind of noticed that difference, and I wanted my company to be organized, to be able to predict when we are going to be able to deliver something, instead of saying, okay, I'll give it to you in 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks later another 2 weeks, or you make something and it doesn't solve the customer's problem. The moment we get an order, the path of how that order is going to flow is defined. The timelines are defined. Made our own system, and it's Android based. So each doer in the company on his phone, he can see what are the tasks that he's supposed to be doing today, and he does them, and he is empowered to kind of say that, okay, I've done this task, and that's just change the whole thing. That there is no real policing happening. Each guy knows his job and he does it, and there is a footprint. So if something goes wrong, we can always trace back and see why and what went wrong, and we can like ensure that it doesn't happen again. There were 3 power projects which had been lingering on for the last, 10-15 years. They were supposed to be set up by a British company who got the tender, but somehow they couldn't complete it. And I don't blame them. There was no infra. I mean, you couldn't reach the plant. You couldn't reach the power plant. For me, as an Indian, I've been a trekker. For me, it was difficult reaching there. Imagine a European guy coming and reaching there and living there and implementing those projects. The equipment was all there, all ready to be kind of set up and started, commissioned, but not done. And when there were no roads. The travel speed was 10 kilometers per hour, right? So
and then you set it up,
and we were able to start them. At least reach a point where the local guys, after that, they could start, and those plants are working now. So that is a defining moment, right? And the executive engineer who I worked with, I never felt more empowered. Something that wasn't completed in 15 years, we managed to do in 15 days. The contractor never paid us, but I don't care. It was the most awesome moments of 15 days of my professional career. One thing I'm surprised at is that all the newer generation is too digital. Nobody's looking at manufacturing closely, which is, I think, a digital alone cannot grow this country. Because eventually, even a cell phone, it has to be produced. So somebody has to manufacture it, right? So, and those opportunities are there. Only thing is that the youngsters today, I don't think many of them are looking in that direction. They can their focus is on IT or software development or the digital world. So my message to them is that some of them have to branch out so that this country develops as a whole, not just on the digital platform.
Growing demands of high industrial output requires reliable automation solutions. That is why hundreds of companies trust ACE Automation Engineers, the pioneers in hydraulic equipment since 1992.
जब हमने स्टार्ट किया था ऑलमोस्ट बहुत एक स्मॉल लेवल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर से स्टार्ट किया था और अराउंड 10 से 20 लोगों के साथ स्टार्ट किया था बिज़नेस। जो आज की डेट में हम बात करें तो 200 प्लस एम्प्लॉइज़ के साथ हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं और आज हम लोग 20,000 प्लस स्क्वायर यार्ड के एरिया में अपने मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं।